Car Doctor of Washington, Iowa. No matter who Frankensteined it, they can fix and clean and customize it. Griner Auto Body of Washington, Iowa, using state-of-the-art techniques and decades of experience to get your car back on the road after an accident. Wayland State Bank, over 90 years of being community-minded, just like you, located in Wayland, Winfield, and Mount Pleasant. McDonald Boneyard and Auto Recycling of Keota, Iowa, for all of your farm equipment and auto recycling needs. Hinshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. You need a trailer? They've got your trailer, and they fix and sell what they don't in their full-time repair shop. B&B Propane and the family of Jet Stops. And Girling Repair of Winfield, Iowa. If your mower is dead, call Fred, your Husqvarna, Aaron's, and Gravely dealer. And snow is coming, which means you're going to need your snow blower working, and Fred can get that going for you too. Present Southeast Iowa today. I'm John Bain, author of Christie's Journey, The Beat Goes On, and your host. On today's episode, I take you down to Fairfield, Iowa for the Jefferson County Conservation Loop Trail and show you the beautiful fall colors. Well, I will tell you what, Southeast Iowa viewers, we are on the Jefferson County Trail System in Fairfield, Iowa. They've opened up the trails to the automobiles today for a nice scenic view of the fall colors. And I thought, you know what, and this is Sunday, October 22nd, 2023. And I thought, you know what, I need to go to Fairfield and be a part of this and let you be a part of this as well. And get this documented because, man, the Lord has painted some pretty colors in Southeast Iowa this fall, and we need to share them. And I apologize if my windshield's a little dirty, and I apologize to the bugs too that sacrificed their bug life on our windshield. I shouldn't laugh at that, but you know, most bugs are pests, and we're just going to figure those were pests. I do have my beautiful best friend forever wife Andrea with me today. She told me she doesn't want to be on camera, so can you at least say hello?
Hello.
There you go, that's her beautiful voice. This is really something. For you folks that might be only listening to this podcast, you're missing out on some beautiful video, and I recommend that you find the podcast on Spotify or on YouTube if you're not watching in either of those platforms, because then you will see this beauty. I'm going to try and stick the camera out the window without dropping it on the drive here. So you can kind of see that. Obviously, the camera cannot do justice to what the human eye sees. But you will see, I mean, you gotta agree, it's just beautiful through here. And I'm going at a pretty decent clip because there are lots of cars ahead of us and lots of cars behind us. And now, since there are cars ahead of us, they're gonna control the pace a little bit. And that way I can maybe go a little slower even and let you enjoy it more. I think the temperature right now is probably low 60s, middle 60s out, and it's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. And we're shooting this video at 12:37 p.m. on this Sunday afternoon. I hope that if you're watching this, that you've been able to go out in person and do this sort of thing yourself. And if you're not able to and you're watching this, I hope you really enjoy it and get a sense of the true beauty that is here that we're witnessing. And this is in southeast Iowa, in Fairfield, Iowa. And hopefully your region is seeing the changing colors as beautifully as this region is. And I was thinking on the way down here, I live north of Wayland, Iowa, out in the country, and on the way through here, going through Coppic and Brighton and Pleasant Plain, there's just so many beautiful areas of leaves to look at, and I was like, man, I should be shooting video right now, but law enforcement would probably frown upon that when you're going the speed I was going. I won't say the speed I was going because, you know, that doesn't matter, right? We got here safe. Now we're gonna be at some point up here, and did we miss it? Or the reason I'm asking is there's supposed to be a place where it comes to a T and we can go over some bridges. So I don't think that we've missed it yet, do you? No? Okay. There's a cow out there enjoying itself. Aha, so we go under this, we go under the highway here. Up above us is a sign for the junction for 34 and 163. You can see that off there in the distance. Obviously, you don't usually get to drive your car on this trail. So it's really nice of Jefferson County Conservation to open this up for us today. We truly appreciate it. Sorry our windshield's dirty once again. I should have stopped and wiped that off before I started this, but time was of the essence. They're only doing this until 2 o'clock today, so we had some other things we had to accomplish this morning, and fortunately we made it here. I'm gonna stick the camera out the window again, and hopefully it's not too windy. I'm going to stop at this segment and we'll pick up when we get to a little more scenic area. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a great day to be alive. Great day to be out cruising on this trail with my BFF, best friend forever and love, Andrea. We're actually going right along Highway 34. There's the sign. laid back on the part we are on, obviously. This is one of the goals that I try to achieve with every podcast episode on Southeast Iowa Today, and that is to show you the neat places, the neat people, the neat events of Southeast Iowa. And I'll tell you, this is a neat place. As I mentioned before, if you're only listening to this podcast episode, you may want to check us out on Spotify, because you will actually see the video, see what I'm seeing and what other folks that are watching on Spotify see, or on YouTube. Just look me up on YouTube, and I've got lots of episodes of Southeast Iowa Today on there as well. Here's a nice memorial bench. Rowan Gene Larson, 1957 to 2015. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake. What a wonderful memorial. Okay, we're on the Fairfield Loop Trail. We've been on that. And now we're at the point where we can go to the Cedar View Trail to our left, or Jefferson County Park. And we're going to take the Cedar View Trail. Look at the brilliance of these fall colors. What's cool is on this trail, on this portion, we've got some bridges to cross, and we're approaching our first one just up ahead of us. In my rearview mirror, there's a car behind us. I don't know if we can, yeah, there you can see it. There's a little dog sticking his head out the window, enjoying himself as well. It's a great day for our furry friends too, and hairy friends. Well, not just you guys with long bushy beards either. Okay, Highway 34. This says it is a 26-foot high bridge. So we're going over the highway right now. And if you were driving a wider bodied vehicle, you'd really have to be sucking it in on both sides right now. That's pretty cool. And you know, you can normally, folks can walk all of this. And I'll tell you what, I know I'm going to come back again, and I'm going to be walking some of these trails because it's a really nice place. I can't believe I haven't been through here before. But as I was telling Andrea earlier off camera, because I do this podcast now, it really gets me out and about even more. I thought I got out and about quite a bit before, but now even more, and it's a great thing. I hope you are getting a sense as you watch or listen, or watch and listen, that This is really a beautiful day. It's gorgeous here in southeast Iowa, down in the Fairfield, Iowa area today on Sunday, October 22nd, 2023. Now, I ask people from time to time, when you say the year, do you call it 2023 or do you call it 2023? Obviously, I call it 2023, and I don't know, because I'm an old guy, I guess, I remember way back into the 1900s when I was living back then. You didn't call 1999 1999. So, Prince, he didn't say, let's party like it's 1999. He's saying, party like it's 1999. So when we got into 2000, I fell into the trap. It was 2000, 2001, 2002. But here's the deal. When it got to 2010, it was time to change it to 2010, 2011, 2012. And just think, the rest of the folks that aren't doing that yet, they'll eventually catch on, because who's going to want to say 2062? No, they're going to say 2062. Okay, back to the beautiful, beautiful fall colors. You can hear the wind. You can hear the leaves falling from the wind. Just had one land on our windshield right there. The beautiful signs of fall. Well, it's so important to enjoy every season to the utmost, because what we have after this season is winter. And there's a lot of beautiful aspects of winter, but one of the things that I don't really enjoy is the cold of winter, and that's coming on soon. So I try to get outside and soak up as much vitamin D as possible all year long. But I have to say, spring, summer, and fall are my favorite seasons. But I definitely love winter in December, because Christmas time. To me, it truly is the most wonderful time of the year. But when you think about it, every part of the year, every part of the seasons, if you look for the beauty and the good, it's always there. Coming up to, this is our second bridge, right? Yeah. Second bridge. And I'm looking off this way because I know the person in front of me probably doesn't want me showing their license plate number, but in this day and age, it really doesn't matter, because stuff's out there for anybody to see anyway. But as a courtesy, since we're so close, I will look off this way. But we're coming to the second bridge on this trail, and this one is called the Cedar Creek Bridge, or creek, depends on what side of the creek or creek you were born on as to what you call it. And this one is 60 feet high above the ground. That's probably why it's people are going a little slower up ahead of me at this point. But we're going to cross this thing. And as I said before, this is we're going over Cedar Creek. There was a tragedy here. It says Cedar Creek tragedy. It was near this spot in March of 1929 that Elston Gridley, fireman on a Rock Island freight train, was knocked from his engine into the swollen Cedar Creek. Reports were that he had climbed to the outside of the locomotive and was attempting to adjust its stoker rods as the train was approaching the bridge. The train's engineer shouted a warning as they neared the structure, but was apparently unheard above the roar of the train as it swept onto the bridge, whose low-hanging girders struck Gridley and hurled him into the water. The train was immediately stopped, and as long a search made as possible before the train had to be taken on to Eldon. More than 300 people searched that night. It was a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before the body was finally located on Saturday in 15 feet of water, 3/4 of a mile from where the accident took place. The Rock Island Railroad sent a special train with crews and assistants to aid in the search. Mr. Gridley was 27 years old and a resident of Eldon, Iowa. Wow. That makes you stop and think, for sure. And as I noted, we are 60 feet above Cedar Creek, and you can see the water down below. A beautiful area where something so tragic took place. Try and look out here again. Look out your way real quick, Andrea. I missed it. I was trying to get the water.
It's not swollen.
No, the creek is not swollen right now. We pretty much have been in a drought situation all season long in southeast Iowa, but it's amazing as you're out and about. There's quite a bountiful harvest taking place in the fields, for sure. Our farmers are very blessed and doing a great job. Okay, we're going to put this camera out the window again and try and get you a prettier picture. Oh, that pooch, I was just going to show, there he is. He's back out, looking out the window behind us. He's enjoying all this wonderful fall colors and scenic view. Oh, I got a little bit of a hill. You know, I'd like to hike this someday, but I have to say I'm glad I'm not hiking it today. This is pretty nice to be able to go through all this and check it out the way that we're doing it. That you're thinking probably when you watch it, oh, that hill was no big deal. It would be if you were walking it, trust me. It's just amazing, all the reds and greens and yellows and purples that are coming through. And then of course with the blue sky as well, just amazing. Well, it looks like we're coming back to where we started from. That was wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoyed this scenic ride with us today, folks. Here in Fairfield, Iowa. Thanks, and I guess it's not where we started from, but anyway, we're at the end of our trail. And thank you to the Jefferson County Conservation for opening this today for us to enjoy. And I guess it is. Is it where we started from? Who knows? But we've come to the end of our ride. I sure enjoyed that tour, and I hope you did too. And thanks again to the Jefferson County Conservation folks for opening the trails today for us. And thanks to our sponsors, Girling Repair, Griner Auto Body, Car Doctor, McDonald Boneyard, Hinshaw Trailer Sales, B&B Propane and the Family of Jet Stops, and Wayland State Bank. I'm your host, John Bain. Stay friendly, Southeast Iowa.